Hey everybody, welcome to Bookminded, our virtual book club. We're starting with Wuthering Heights. At first, I thought to talk about a few chapters together, but I quickly realized I have way too much to say and not enough time in a short, so I guess we're doing this chapter by chapter. So, Wuthering Heights, Chapter 1. The novel opens with the date 1801, which already tells us that the story takes place in the past, not during the lifetime of Emily Brontë. Our narrator, Mr. Lockwood, arrives to visit his landlord at a place called Wuthering Heights, and from that moment on, everything feels a little bit off. First and foremost, the name Wuthering already tells us what kind of world this is. Brontë explains the word almost immediately. Wuthering is a local Yorkshire term that refers to turbulent, stormy weather, but it's not just describing the climate. The house itself feels battered by the wind, isolated and exposed, and that environment mirrors the emotional atmosphere inside the house, which is very harsh and unwelcoming. And during this first visit, Lockwood meets his landlord, Mr. Heathcliff, and the old servant, Joseph. And Heathcliff is introduced in a really fascinating way. Lockwood immediately notices something captivating about him. Heathcliff seems both refined and wild at the same time, and Lockwood is oddly fascinated by him. He calls him a capital fellow, describing him as intelligent, handsome, and very reserved. As Lockwood puts it, he love and hate equally undercover. This is a really clever narrative move by Brontë. Our first impression of Heathcliff doesn't come directly from Heathcliff himself. It comes through Lockwood's interpretation. So before Heathcliff has even said something, we've already been influenced by Lockwood's reactions. Lockwood calls himself a misanthrope, someone who dislikes people and prefers solitude. But he shares a story that might hint otherwise about the woman he once admired, and when she showed interest in him, he suddenly became cold and distant. Then, when she sort of broke up with him, he felt really wounded. And this tells us something about Lockwood. He pushes people away but still wants connection. So when he meets Heathcliff, he immediately assumes that they are similar and perhaps assumes that Heathcliff wants connection too. But after spending just a little bit time with Heathcliff, who is really unfriendly, Lockwood suddenly says, "It is astonishing how sociable I feel myself compared with him." Lockwood also drops little references to Shakespeare. It's almost as if he wants us to know how cultured and intelligent he is. Highlight the social differences between him and the people living in the house, positioning him very much as an outsider. And as an outsider, he doesn't really understand the social dynamics of the house. He constantly misreads the room and even admits that he tends to project his own feelings onto others. So chapter 1 ends with Lockwood announcing that he will visit again, despite the fact that Heathcliff clearly doesn't seem very eager to see him.